Alright, welcome back everybody. This is Josh here with Basement Level Magic, and we are heading into the final round here. We won the die roll again, and we've got mana, we've got spells. Let's keep it. That second round, we really just didn't see what our deck was supposed to be doing. So far, this looks to be a little bit better of a starting hand, though. Oh, our opponent actually has a turn one play. We'll play our Felidar Cub just because it doesn't trade like the other two of our creatures do. So I don't think I see a point in doing Royal Spout here. I do think I'll play the Coral Helm Guide so that I can keep up Lithomancer's focus if I wanted to. Sweet. Love it when they don't block. Definitely want to block here. Yeah. Oh, it's the white-black life gain deck. Have not seen somebody playing that yet. Could just do Royal Spout here, attack in, but I don't think that does us much good. I think I'll just get some more creatures on the board. Boy, the Plains people are so white. They must be albino. I suppose they have to hide from the Eldrazi, so they're underground or in caves all the time. So far we don't quite look like that blue-white Flyers deck that we were going for. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and attack in. And we do have Inspired Charge, so we should be able to kill him pretty much everything that if he tries to block. And if he doesn't, then hey, we just get damaging. I would like to see him bring down this courier. Bring it over here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and play this. We're going to be able to get rid of all of his creatures. Except for his flyer, which we do have ways to deal with flyers in our deck. Lucky for us, he hasn't put any cards in our exile zone. we would love to see a land off the top here. It's not a land, but it'll probably be okay. Because I don't feel he's probably going to want to block our core castigator. People never want to trade down a 4-mana spell for a 2-mana spell. Gotta take advantage of that sometimes. So we do get a flyer. I know I could definitely look to do Royal Spout right now, but maybe I'm just greedy and always wanting to wait for the Awaken ability. That might be my issue here. Otherwise, I could just go ahead and do the ability on this so I can get 3 damage through. I think that sounds like our best option. It's unfortunate that you have to use all your mana to do it, basically. But just slowly moving forward. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'm going to attack in with those guys again. My albino mohawks. Once again, our opponent is not attacking and not blocking with his 3/3, so that's awesome. And now we've got a flyer on the board, and he does not. Just what my opponent needs, more land. But he does have flyer now, so he can block. Alright, so here I do wonder if it's time to just go ahead and Royal Spout. We could get rid of his flyer. Attacking with our 3/1 and our 2/2. It just doesn't seem like the most profitable thing. I'm going to attack him with our flyer. Surprisingly, that's very surprising that he doesn't block there. So we'll just go ahead and play another flyer. Well, that's a good card. The only question is, do we even need to do it? Because we could just Royal Spout his Mindraker and attack all in. I think that seems to be the best option. Just go for the kill when you can. Alright, so we do get to see a trick from him. And it was with Awaken. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn by creatures target opponent controls. That's a pretty cheap Awaken cost too, wow. Well, it only makes a 2/2, but still. Wow, that is a neat little card. I actually have not really seen this one. Encircling Fissure. Something for everyone to watch out for. So now, yeah, I think it's a safe and easy play to just go ahead and attack in with our flyers, and then we'll play our Ondu Greathorn, holding back our island for next turn. He's got 0 cards in hand, and we're up 18-5. About to go to 18-3 with him having no flyers. We do not want to play our land because we want to hold it for our landfall trigger. And if our opponent doesn't have a removal spell for one of our flyers, that's just game. Alright, sweet. So black-white. I don't think we really need Smite the Monstrous. Ondu Greathorn could be good against him. It's just can be a little bit bigger. I don't quite know that we need the walls right now. And we didn't see anything that we needed tightening coils on either. Yeah, let's move out the incubator drone. Go with our Greathorn. We just want a little bit bigger creature that can stand on its own a little bit better as far as attacking, because I feel like we looked like we're the attacking deck in this matchup. We could look to bring in Dispel, which would be really, really awesome against his fog. Not quite sure what we take out in that case. Maybe an Inspired Charge, but I feel like Inspired Charge is pretty good in this deck. Because I think the one fog was really the only thing that we'd really be looking to do Dispel against. Otherwise, we could bring an Incubator Drone in and take out an Inspired Charge. Let's try it. We'll try without moving too many pieces. By the way, if there are any draft formats that you guys would like to see us try to draft, like maybe a fun style, like I know in Origins I did a monocolored and a force, that was kind of a not necessarily true force where you go into it with a specific archetype in mind. But if there's something out there that you guys think would be really fun for us to try, I'm sure Doug and I would love to give it a chance. Generally, those are pretty fun to do. Our opponent is still not here. I'm tempted to just go ahead and pause the recording and come back when he does get here. let's go ahead and do that. I'll start the recording again when our opponent gets back. All right, so it looks like our opponent is back, and our opponent kept. We would like to not keep this, I think. We are on the draw, and we do have that scry. We've got a couple early creatures, but I just don't think that we can do this. I mean, yeah, I'm going to mulligan that. All right, this is much better. And I think I always want Royal Sprout, don't I? Don't see when I would ever not want it. And I'm just going to go ahead and lead out with my tap land. No, I don't get the advantage of using its triggered ability. But, you know, right now I've got a 2-drop. I got a couple 2-drops, a couple 3-drops. And our opponent was not the most aggressive deck that we were looking at. That's a bummer to see. But at least next turn we will be able to go ahead and play both of our creatures out. Just would have been nice if we could have done that on turns 1 and 2 rather than 2 and 3. And we can't attack into that, unfortunately. But we are kind of flooding the board, which is awesome. Good. Skitterskin can't block. That is just what we want to see. So we could look to Royal Spout his medic, and then go ahead and attack in for 5. I mean, our opponent will be able to attack in for 4. But he also has 1 creature versus... Oh. Didn't really think about that one, I guess. So put the creature back on top of his board, on top of his library, and then our Devoid exiled it. If I were thinking about that, I guess I would have just probably done it with Skitterskin. But the good news is I get to do that next turn, because I have another Royal Spout. Yeah, I don't know if waiting on Royal Spout to be in your Awaken range is the best thing to do. If you're actually hitting your land drops and you have them, you know you're going to get them, absolutely play Awaken. But last game, I feel like I just sat and waited a little too long. I feel like there could have been a little bit more tempo swing if I would have just gone ahead and played it when I could have. Yeah, we'll definitely want to put that one on top of his deck and then get rid of it. Ooh. Actually. Oh, we don't have the mana to do it. Never mind. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that flyer out of there. And away goes his flying guy. Good deal. Oh, no. Okay. So he's got another one, and unfortunately, I was wishing it would have been a creature with 2 toughness. That way we could do the Royal's Retribution and kill 2 of his creatures at the same time. Okay, now maybe we will. If we can get a land. Alright, there we go. Alright, so he'll probably question this. You would think that he would. Because it'll look like we have a really odd attack. Deals 5 damage divided as you choose among any number of target attacking or blocking creatures. So, and if he doesn't block, then we'll just use it when he attacks in on us. That actually is okay with me. I'll just trade that. Oh, good deal. Yeah, this sharpshooter could do some damage against our deck. Alright, so the question is whether we want to take out... I mean, we only get to take out one of his creatures. The Skitterskin is absolutely the biggest, obviously, but do we just want to try to clear the way for our flyers, maybe? I think we go ahead and take out the biggest guy for now. Because he's not going to be able to block this next turn, at least. And I do want to do all 5 damage, just in case he had some kind of trick. I mean, there's no point in being funny and putting 2 damage on his Griffin, because we have no way of dealing that extra point of damage, so why waste it? Alright, so not great there. But we can play out our McKinley Patrol, which will give our guy vigilance. We'll just go ahead and chip in. Life totals are starting to get a little tight. So it's gonna be good to see what happens here. Oh, he's got another flyer, unfortunately. All right, so he went and got planes, and he played the planes. So we could look to double block with our Mist Intruder and our white ally guy, where we would kill his and we'd lose just one of ours. I don't know which he would choose. He does have 1 card in hand, so we do have to watch out for that. Otherwise, if we next turn we just go ahead and attack all in and use the Inspired Charge. I think double blocking is probably my best move here. Not knowing what his last card is. Oh no. Shoot. Okay. So he did have a removal spell. Unfortunate for us. That's gonna really make it tough now. I probably should have held back, but he was gonna be able to get rid of our guy no matter what. So even if we thought we were attacking for lethal next turn, we weren't gonna be able to. This was a huge draw. Yeah, Wind Rider Patrol. Definitely a card we were hoping to see there. Yeah, I don't want to trade. We're both drawing off the top of our decks. Oh geez, he does have another flyer. I'm gonna attack in here. Ooh, okay. So we could actually trade. So my guy will become a 6/4. And it'll just be a straight up trade. Unfortunately, our opponent has a better ground creature than we do. So he's going to be winning the race. No blocks. Shoot, big thing. Ulamog's the spoiler. Yeah, this guy, he has no way of using these processors, which is fortunate for us. But that's a big dude. Alright, and that's game. So, he's got a couple big guys. Lots of flyers. Complete disregard. Cliffside lookout. I don't understand why that card is in his deck, but... Alright. What do we do? We do have Smite the Monstrous if we wanted to. We could bring an Incubator Drone to try to just overwhelm the board. Tightening Coil would be huge against his Eldrazi, but I think Smite the Monstrous is better. Undo Rising. That card looked very good before. I think let's try that one. Try that card out, and then let's cut the Griffin. So we still have a decent amount of creatures here. I could easily see playing Incubator Drone. So we just try to go as wide as possible. Actually, I think McKinney Patrol just doesn't fit in this deck. We'll put the Griffin back in. Alright, let's try this. Come on, give us a good draw. It's not great, but I think it'll do. Let's keep it. We'll be looking for some blue mana, but luckily we do have a couple white 2-drops right now. And once again, our opponent is a little slow to get back, it seems. Alright, and I think I'm going to go ahead and come back when our opponent gets here. Alright, our opponent's back. We are going to go ahead and start off with the planes. The good thing about having these two core castigators is if our opponent stumbles at all, they're going to put a really big clock on him. You know, that's a quick way to get 6 power on the board. Our opponent did keep his hand, so he did not mulligan. And we are just hanging out, waiting for him. He may be double queuing, but he has been playing fairly fast when he is at the game. Oh, it looks like he's lost connection to the game. So I'm going to go ahead and take another pause. I'll come back when our opponent gets here. Alright, so our opponent came back and did play a plains as well. Alright, so we're going to really want to hit that land drop next turn. To really take advantage of this fast draw that we've got right now. Lots of fast white creatures, you know, flying and on the ground. Sweet. I just want to do a little mana efficiency, getting the flyer out there rather than playing the second core castigator. It just so happens that our opponent played a flyer. Oh well. Alright, so we've been hitting our lands, so I'm just going to go ahead and attack in here, and then I'll play the 2 creatures next after that. He did get a plains. Otherwise, we could just go ahead and get our Courier Griffin out on board. And that might just be the better option. Just hoping that our opponent doesn't have a flyer. He probably has another Courier Griffin though, unfortunately. Because we have seen that he's been playing the white flyers with... Okay, there's a flyer actually. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Doesn't seem that fair. Luckily, we'll just keep playing these flyers out. At some point, he's going to have to chump block, I would think. And the good thing is we can actually match him. I'm sure you guys will get to see me do one of these black-white lifelink decks. I think they'll be sweet to play with. Alright, so this one, sacrifice, you get to bring it back to your hand. Activate as a sorcery. Okay. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and just attack all in. We've got Lithomancer's Focus, and we can play all of our creatures at the same time as well. So this is going to be a big turn here, hopefully. So we'll just save our guy, kill his. And play out our 2/2 drops. And then if we could just go ahead and hit that, whatever that Gideon mass pump spell is, that would be sweet. Just to show us that that's what our whole deck was supposed to be about. But we didn't get it. Fortunately, though, we do have a lot of flyers against him. So I do think that we need to just go ahead and attack with everything, though. We'll keep the core Cascare back. No real benefit to attacking with that. But our opponent only has one flyer. Alright, that's what we're talking about. Blue-white flyers. And check out this pretty picture here. Wooded Foothills Expedition. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Josh with Basement Level Magic. Go ahead and hit that subscribe and like button. We really appreciate it. Even any comments you guys have for us, we'd love to hear from you. Alright, thank you. Bye.